Jaehaerys the Red Blackfyre, the former king of the Iron Throne, arrived at the wall on the back of his dragon Neraetos some 11 years ago. He had gone into a self-imposed exile after he had brutally murdered his traitor brother in a duel, and had abdicated the throne in favor of his son Aerys. Although he soon proved one of the Watch's most valuable rangers, providing his brothers with invaluable information on wildling activity, which he had gathered from the back of his dragon, and fought more bravely than any man in dozens of skirmishes with the Wildlings, Jaehaerys had been trouble at Castle Black since the day he arrived. The former king was paranoid and irrational, lying and cheating to get his way, and often refusing to obey direct orders from his Lord Commander. Whenever the man threatened the former king with consequences, Jaehaerys would laugh and point at his dragon, or draw his famous Valyrian steel sword, Blackfyre. Jaehaerys and his dragon Neraetos often stayed away from Castle Black for months, traveling, as he put it, to the heart of winter and beyond. The information that he gave to the Lord Commander upon his return was often incoherent and fanciful, increasingly so as time went on and his madness progressed. One story Jaehaerys always told, however, was that of a hidden vale at the north end of the Frostfangs, surrounded by high peaks. Here, he said, dwelled an ancient people, the Thenns. Surrounded by cave dwellers, horn-foot men, giants, and the cannibal clans of the ice rivers, these men and women called themselves the last of the first men. They spoke the old tongue and wielded weapons of bronze. Their leader, the Magnar, was a savage fighter and ruled over his people like a god king. On his many voyages, the king had often spent weeks, even months, in the isolated valley. After just such a voyage, Jaehaerys returned to Castle Black for a time. When he once again wished to leave the wall to go on another ranging, the Lord Commander forbid it and ordered Jaehaerys to stay, and said that if he did not obey, he would be branded a deserter. Jaehaerys climbed on his dragon, and when he was ready to take off, said, "I have been challenged to a duel. I mean to accept the challenge and take what is mine." Neraetos spread its wings and flew north. That was a full year ago, and Jaehaerys the deserter has not been seen since. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to JJO Gaming, and welcome back not to your boy Aerys the Root, but in fact to his father, Jaehaerys the Red. And where are we? We are all the way up north here in the Green Valley, in the northern Frostfangs, the Valley of the Thenns, the Valley of the Magnar of Thenn. And the Thenns are a very interesting group of people that were kind of done dirty in the show because they're kind of like just cannibals there. But in the books, they're basically sort of a civilized branch of the Wildlings. And I figured, since we already said, okay, Jaehaerys has spent a lot of time at the Night's Watch, flying around with his dragon and discovering what lay beyond the wall. I figured he might as well, see if he can't carve out his own kingdom on his own merit, and not because he inherited it from his dad. That seems like something that a lunatic would do, and Jaehaerys is actually a lunatic. So if you guys don't know who Jaehaerys Blackfyre is, he is from the previous series I did, the Blackfyre Rebellion series, so have a look at that. This is kind of a spin-off of that. We abdicated the throne because we murdered our brother, Gaemon, after he tried to sort of enforce a regency on us. Well, it tried and succeeded actually, but we managed to wrest back power from his hands, and we killed him in the trial of 7 that followed, and then we sort of exiled ourselves to the wall after being convinced by our son. So we abdicated our throne to our son, but we do still have a few very important assets that we took with us to the wall, which were our dragon Neraetos. Neraetos Egros, a 24 martial dragon, a pretty sizable dragon. In fact, it's the largest dragon in the world. My son rides another dragon, but it's significantly smaller. And, not unimportantly, we are still wielding the mighty sword Blackfyre, yes. So this is an idea again by Orphan2A in the chat. I thought it was really great, and it's just going to be a little mini-series probably. We're going to try to restore the kingdom beyond the wall. We're trying to become king beyond the wall. I have changed us into the Thenn and also given us the Thenn religion. And otherwise, I haven't really changed much about Jaehaerys' character. He's still a lunatic. He's still cruel, deceitful, paranoid. He's a deserter now, a deserter of the Night's Watch. But the free folk don't care about that. And he is, of course, still a kinslayer. Although I did add, because I did a test run of this, and I was just immediately like bombarded by a ton of plots because everybody hated me because I was a kinslayer. So I did add this little modifier, unknown kinslayer. So that the role you were known as an accursed kinslayer, but here among the wildlings you can start anew, because of course, especially this far north, people will not know I'm a kinslayer, right? So they shouldn't get all those negative modifiers from that. So the free folk are a little bit quieted down, but we still have pretty terrible diplomacy. Yeah, so I thought this was a fun and out there playthrough. We're gonna keep, of course, an eye on our son Aerys. We're gonna see how he's doing. We're gonna see if the Blackfyres remain in the south, but we have our own thing going on up here in the north. All right, ruler unmarried. I should get married. That's a good idea, actually. What about this war? Bump Widowmaker. Wow, what a name. And this is the High Chief of the Shivering Forest. Revolt against the rule of High Chief Jarl the Evil. Okay. I guess we should marry into this guy's family, because it seems that he is about to take the lands of your boy Chief Jarl, I think, yeah? Revolt against the rule. Oh no, I think he's going to depose that guy then, probably. Alright, but first things first. We can do some decisions, and the most important of that is claim leadership of the Thenn. Because if you saw the little recap at the beginning, you know that I have been challenged to a duel by the Magnar of Thenn, who is the leader of the Thenn religion. Here he is, Driddle. And we're going to claim leadership of the Thenn from him. Here we go. You have usurped chiefdom of the Thenn from Driddle the Eagle. Thank you very much, good sir. The High Lordship of the other lands. Okay. Yeah, so we are now the Magnar of Thenn, the God King of the Thenn. So from here we're gonna try to expand a little bit, although we don't have that many troops. I think it's probably best to raise a little bit of a host before we continue on. Yeah, I guess we can replenish our levy first. I think that's probably a good idea. Gains the trait Wildling. Ah, good. We are a Wildling now. I forgot to add that trait, I guess. That's actually pretty important. Because these guys are all wildlings, and they will hate me if I'm not a fellow wildling, right? Wildling minus 50. But then I should get wildling plus 50 soon, right? How does that work? Both wildling, yeah, plus 50. Good. Alright. Chief Magnar Jaehaerys, lower Frostfangs is under attack from the upper Frostfangs and in need of aid. We implore you to join our coalition against the common enemy, so that our mutual interest will remain protected. Lower Frostfangs is under attack from upper Frostfangs and in need of aid. Do we want to join this coalition? Or do we want to seize the advantage here and try to attack him as well? Of course we shall aid you. I will join him in his defensive war. Could do that, I guess. No, we shall not get involved. Did not join coalition. No, that's fine, actually. That's fine, my man. We do need to get married, though, but let's see where this revolt will go. I think the chief is probably going to win that one. Mataris, yeah, we brought a fellow Blackfyre, Mataris. This is the only Blackfyre we brought. But still, he is the grandson of Mataris Blackfyre, who was one of our first revoltists, and we banished him to the wall. And he got a child, I think, just after he left for the wall. So this man has probably been to the wall quite often. Maybe we kidnapped him. We took him beyond the wall. Maybe he came voluntarily. Who knows? He's also the father of Olador the Clueless, who is the person who we defeated in the trial by 7 a couple of years ago. But then he was later murdered in another joust. So I guess maybe Mataris Blackfyre stayed at the wall near his grandfather's grave or whatever. He is here as well. I figured it would be nice to have another Blackfyre here, just to have a little bit of a. He's starting to act properly Thenn. Mataris Blackfyre the Thenn. We also need to convert him to the Thenn religion. Rumors have reached you that people are trying to kill your daughter Gale, all the way down south. That's fine, I suppose. I guess people are also trying to kill me, though. That's maybe less fine. Kill Magnar Jaehaerys, says my sister. Stop it, sister. Attraction to lunatic, kinslayer, deserter, wildling. Yeah, she really freaking hates me. I mean, makes sense, I guess. Oh, somebody grabbed the Lands of Always Winter, I guess. Oh, the Upper Frost Fangs became stronger. We need to build a coalition with these guys, but 95%. Let's just wait what will happen in this war. Let's hope so. 50%. Okay, we want to increase all of our levies, and we do have a dragon, so we should be able to punch well above our weight. But I still want to grab as many soldiers as I can. Organize raid. Build legend. Okay, I guess here it is. Yeah, this one. This is the one we want. We want Hack Stain to build our legend. Yeah, I just spawned some of these Thenn courtiers. We don't really know any of them. Torod is our overseer, our hand of the king. We have a law speaker, a first raider, a first trader, a spy master, and a healer, and a priest. Steinolf of Thenn. You can spread the Thenn religion far and wide, my dude. Driffa has arrived at your court. She's Thenn. Could marry her, I guess. I prefer to marry for an alliance, though. Can we take her as a concubine? Is that a thing? Pretty sure it is. We can put her as a bodyguard. That's she's a giant, is she? This giant girl came to our court. Blood of the First Man is strong in this one. This character is huge. She's got 90 personal combat skill. She's a better fighter than us, but we have a lot of other advantages. We are wielding Blackfyre, for one. Ah, there we go. Okay. My dude, do you have any kids that are not married? This woman has married Jarl the Evil. I think he's probably gonna kill him, right? Let's see. He's imprisoned by High Chief Hellas of Hardham, yeah. Jovial Patriarch, okay. I think we should try to kill this man and marry the daughter of that dude. Let's see. He might kill him himself, though. But we might as well help out a bit, right? 68%, yep. Please join us. One more. We're not making that much money, so we shouldn't spend so much. I'm spending like I'm still King of the Iron Throne. Yeah, a massive pit of manure has been prepared. Success. Good. You should be single again. I'm no longer paranoid. Okay, I think I should be a bit paranoid, though. You want to marry me? You want to marry your daughter off to me, my man? Sure you do. Your vassal, Bernard Martel, has been waging private wars to expand his own power and has managed to forcefully claim a title which we no longer outrank. This means he no longer swears fealty to you. He already didn't, but that's fine. Okay, I got married. That's good. I married Larkspur Demon Frost. See if this guy wants to be an ally to me. No, doesn't seem like it. Maybe if we sway him a little bit. We send you money? 40 gold. For the opinion, maybe. Give me an artifact? No, we're not going to give you the armor. Let's just sway this guy a bit to see if he wants to be our ally. What about you, though? 2,000 troops. But this castle has quite a big garrison, though. Oh, well, maybe not that large, actually. 400. I think we can take it. We should pick an ambition. Get kids. Fall in love, have 5 children, see the 1 person. I do want some wildling children. So I guess that one. Jaehaerys, the rat of the Thenns. I have to get used to it a little bit. But I think because we do have this massive dragon, so I think we should just go for it, right? High Chief Null, the man. We can now do a whole bunch of invasions, and we can do a dragon conquest of the Upper Frost Fangs. What are these invasions? What do they do? If your enemies cannot defeat their lands, then they have no right to rule them. Takes all occupied territory. New Chief of Freeville. Oh, that's just one county. That's a county conquest. But I do grab everything that I occupy. But we could do just the dragon conquest of the Upper Frostfang. Sure. Let's do it. First, Wildling War. We want to unite all the Wildlings under our rule. We don't have a big army, but it should be big enough because we do have a dragon. Okay, some kind of peasant revolt. That's fine. Everybody is doing peasant revolts against this guy. We want to join him in that, actually. I guess he doesn't want to be an ally, right? Maybe now? No, still not. Deploy dragon in siege. 1199. We're gonna have to, I think. I prefer not to. I prefer to save it for the battles. But I think we will never be able to grab this castle otherwise. Frost Caves Wildling Revolt. Okay. Crown yourself king beyond the wall. Let's just deploy the dragon in the siege. The enemies think they are safe on the other side of rock and mortar. Do the fools truly believe such petty defenses can hold back your fire? Dracarys! Did that murder some of their... Yeah, it did. Is my dragon still fine? I hope so. Yeah. Because there's quite a high chance of it getting wounded. And I prefer to use it for battles. So I prefer not to use it too much in sieges. There we go. We murdered... We seized our first Wildling lands. I think inviting High Chief Hellis second to an activity where we can do together would be nice. We're both very martial men, right? So local fencing tournament. These events are not really suited to wildlings, I guess. They should do like a wildling flavor submod or something. A hunt will be perfect. I think a hunt is a more wildlingy thing to do. And we should pay attention a little bit because I did do some test games, and I cannot. I'm not allowed to deploy my dragon in mountains, so I should be careful where I attack. The Mataris Blackfyre becomes Thenn religion. Here he is, Mataris Blackfyre. Good. He's growing up to be a really nice warrior. He's already a wildling, so that's good. High Chief Hellis Widowmaker has inherited Chiefdom of Whitetree and some other stuff. We let the hunt begin. High Chief Hellis. We also are trying to leading troops in the west shelf. Where's that? All the way to the west there. We will follow you into the darkness there. My grandson Tyrell Rain died stillborn. Okay. You have a new heir. If your character dies now, you will play as Mataris Blackfyre. Okay, that's good. Because it's an open... It's also one of the reasons why I took one Blackfyre at least. Is that this is an open title. Magnetic open. So whoever is most powerful will take it. And Mataris is pretty powerful. So I think that's cool. He stands a chance of inheriting it. We should force him to train. Oh, we can't. He's already a trained fighter. We are also a trained fighter. Alright. Hours passed, little to no excitement, but suddenly we come across the boar we were looking for. My soldiers look at me, waiting for my orders to wait it out or hunt it down. Hunt it down, of course. Of course. We are wildlings. We are just blindly charging into everything. I feel like wildlings suit Jaehaerys' character quite well, actually. The boar fought valiantly. We finally bring the beast down. To loud cheers from all our retainers. It's been a good hunt. Yep. We can ask our friend, the Lord of Witch Isle, to join our wars. Could do that, I guess. He's all the way down south. Yeah, let's see if he wants to join. He commands 1.4k troops, so that's not nothing. He probably doesn't want to join. He sent me some money for the troops, 10 gold. Okay, that's pretty useful as well. Oh, he's attacking me. We can't deploy our... It's a mountain pass, so maybe we can deploy our dragon here. Let's just wait for him. See if we can deploy our dragon in the battle. Changes honor by -10. Okay, great. That's good. That was one of the negative modifiers that we still had. That's gone. Kinslayer is still here, but that's cancelled out by this little modifier that I made myself. At least here in Wildling lands. I figure we can hold this pass even without a dragon. Because he is fighting us in mountains, right? No, he's not. Okay. Oh well. When are you arriving? 20th of 8th moon. Okay. We should seize this. No, we shouldn't. We will lose morale. I was going to say maybe we should just quickly grab the castle. Maybe that will give some defensive modifiers, but I don't think it will. Okay, we don't even need to deploy our dragon, it seems. Because we are just slaughtering them with our dragon. Dragon harass, yeah. Camel, everybody, we get a ton of extra defense from our dragon. Makes sense. We have 1,000 attacking troops here. 182 attacks. I mean, it makes sense. The dragon is, of course, super effective against light infantry, which is what this is. Where are you going, my man? You're going to the giant stairs. Let's follow you. Let's follow you there. We can deploy the dragon in battle. We don't need to. Revelers bring rumors of fire and blood in King's Island. They say that the dragons live once more, and Prince Maekar Blackfyre is their master. Okay, my grandson has gold scale. Ah, cool. He's got a dragon. Yeah, that's great. That will secure his legitimacy a little bit. What is my son doing? Let's pay attention. Oh, he's fighting a big war. What are you doing, son? Or of Lycian independence. I mean, that makes sense. Son of the others. The Lycini seem to be even winning. Although it's probably just because they the Iron Throne is distracted. Or Volantine independence. he conquered Volantis, I guess. But they're already fighting a war for independence. Come on, Aerys. Aerys the root. You should figure this out, man. Mama didn't raise no fools. Your mother being, I don't know where she is. Let's chase down this army once more. We need to defeat this man. Edinburgh. The Thenn should be the ones to rule all the lands beyond the wall. 500 more dead. I think this should be the last battle. And then we probably need to seize another castle. I have new heir. My heir is Ragnar Blackfyre. But this is my son. Ragnar. Ragnar is a great name. He's strong. That's good. Ah, yeah. So this is the mechanic that he will not inherit the throne because he's too weak. So we need to improve him. People do not recognize the same concept of heredity as those south of the wall, and will not hesitate to abandon a weak heir. Your heir, Ragnar Blackfyre, does not seem to have earned the respect of the men yet, and as such, your realm will die with you when you pass. My heir must improve one way or the other. 10 martial, 10 diplomacy, 500 prestige, or a formidable warrior. I think 10 martial should be easy, because we have 32 martial, right, and we're a brilliant strategist. But if he lives to adulthood, and we live to his adulthood, then we should be fine. 278. Maybe one more battle. Are we already at max battle war score? Not quite. Not quite. So let's do one more battle. And then we will seize one of his castles if we can. And that should win us the war, I think. There we go. 89%. I think we can just storm this place. Actually, we need to grab one of these, right? I think we don't really have the men for it, though. Ooh, this is a huge castle. Did I see that correctly? Like 3,000? Yeah. Damn. Jagged Point. We should move there. Once we have seized his land. 97%. Let's move north. Can we take the giant stairs? Or are they too strong? No, 400 people. That should be fine. We're not going to deploy the dragon in the battle. We're just going to siege it down normally. Do you want to become my ally already, my dude? Because you seem to be on a constant attack. Yeah, he does. Okay, great. Awesome. You want to join our war here, my man? Because you do have a ton of men. Let's charge the place. There we go. Yes, Chief. We'll search the dungeon at once. Release all prisoners. Whoever these people are, they smell like they belong here. I mean, we wouldn't mind ransoming this guy. But let's just release everybody with whom we have common cause. 100%, okay. There we go. Enforce demands. Magnar Jaehaerys becomes High Chief Null's new leash, and I gain some High Chiefdoms. Great. I guess it is everything we occupy or something. That's great, okay. It's a bit annoying that it's all the same color here. What do we own now? Oh, we own the whole thing. I Chiefdom of Upper Frostfangs. We own this whole. We already own like half of all the all the areas beyond the wall. That's great, actually. Good going, Magnar Jaehaerys the Red. All right, will we move our capital outside of the Thenn Valley to Jagged Point? But I wouldn't mind moving to this castle. In fact, can we revoke it from you? We are above our vessel limit, though. Are we? No, we're not. Don't know where you got that. Your succession to Upper Frostfangs after Chief Null's death has triggered and rest throughout the realm. I must stabilize. Should grab the land of this guy. Gimme. I will not allow you to steal my titles from me. All right, that's fine. Can we offer? Call to arms, yeah. Of course I will honor my obligation and join your call to war. Please do. We need your help, my man. We really do. You don't have the full amount. I don't own money to you, do I? Fine, I guess. Try to bribe him. No, make him disappear. Let's deploy the dragon in battle. Jaehaerys. We are burning Grolaf Spear Warrior. Oh, you gained the trade wounded. That sucks. Okay, then we cannot use him for a while. The assassin succeeded. The troublesome law speaker was roaming around the country trying to fabricate a claim when title was no more. I didn't really want to kill him, but I guess I had no choice. We captured somebody. Okay, my friend, please join me. We need your men here as soon as we can because we want to seize this castle. Okay, please join me. Yep, join me up north. Clap the chief in arms. Yep. Let's move to the Frost Caves. Seize his land. Should have thought of that before, actually, but oh well. Let's siege it down as we normally would. Goes very fast. Oh! I'm howling from my balcony again. I'm actually surprised I have a balcony because the Wildlings have jack shit up north. I guess the Thenns have probably some more elaborate structures, right? I need a new steward. Neraetos has turned out reasonably well. I guess we can reassign our boy to be first trader, and then we can appoint Neraetos as our hand of the king, our overseer. That seems reasonable to me. Imprison the entire family in the dungeon. Yes, please. Because it's impregnable. I will strive to be more like my ancestor Daemon Blackfyre. Sure. I will gain the trait Gregarious. And I'm at 100%, so thank you very much. Please give me your land. Thank you. Is that now still... This is still a huge castle, so I think we should move here. If we can. Let's see, what else can we do? We can imprison some chief. We can create another High Lordship of the other lands. Right, that's up there. We can do that. In this mod it's free, so it's just basically a no-brainer. We can call Court of Hiding. We can ask for help when managing my titles. Set Crown Focus in Frostfangs. Jagged Point. Fortified Wildling Barracks. Can we move stuff to become feudal or not? So I'm not quite sure, like, because this is a small Thenn keep, but I think it's still, tribal though. And this castle is a lot larger, 13. Yeah, this has a much larger levy. So we should move. I think we will move to this castle. Make capital, the Frost Caves. There we go. This is our new capital, our new land. We have still this man here, who doesn't really hate us, it seems. He desires the high lordship of the other lands. We can ransom this woman off, but let's not do that. We can give some titles away if we like. We can give the Skirling Pass away, I guess. Yeah, this is a tiny castle, it seems. Well, not tiny, but not big either. We will, of course, keep the Thenn lordship. Who will we give it to? Well, we can give it to Neraetos, of course. We'll give it to a fellow Blackfyre, because this is also a nice, like this lower Frostfangs will be a nice march as well. We can also give this one away, I guess. Oh no, we don't own this. Don't own it directly. Should we give it to Neraetos? That's a terrible idea, actually, because we're giving stuff to our family again. But on the other hand, and we can just give it to Torod as well. Yeah, why not? Torod, my man. We will give you the overlordship over the Skirling Pass. Here you go. What else can we do? There's a bunch of things here. The first trader is idle. Build my legend, please. Over here in the Frost Caves, we need the men. We can imprison some people, but I don't think we will. Set Crown Focus. Yeah, let's do that. Ransom all prisoners. Yes, you can do that. Let's see who will pay for it. We can press a weak claim. And we have a minor title available. All right. Does anybody have any money? I can't stop thinking about all those prisoners in my dungeon. They are at my complete mercy. What a thrill it would be to hurt them. Yes, please. Hold up the rack. Neraetos' wound is finally healed, returning her to full fighting strength. That's good. And some more prisoners. Let's try again. Why not? Yeah, we're still trying to sway this guy. I think that's still a good idea, because I think this guy is probably the most powerful wildling ruler. We will deal with him once we've dealt with all the other wildling rulers, like, for example, Lady Ciri of Forked Up, who is Ironborn. Really? Okay. I don't know how you got there, but that's fine, I guess. The Iron Throne is back together. Dorn is still fighting a ton of wars, though. What about Volantis? Oh, Volantis is also lost, it seems. Mur and Volantis. The war against... No, it was won by King Aerys the Root. Truce with Pentos. Oh well. There's a Skirling Pass Wildling Revolt. Let's do something about that at least. I think by now we have probably... it's still only about 800 people, but a maximum of 4,000. So once that has all been properly raised, you can... we don't need you. Then once all the levies have replenished, we are a force to be reckoned with. There's also an adventurer coming. 7th Moon 8391. Alright. Another dragon rider. Prince Maekar now rides gold skill into battle. Okay. That's my grandson. My grandson is riding his dragon. Ragnar is afraid of the dark. No. That's unacceptable, man. Ridicule him. Try to address the cause of the fear. Let the man let alone. Ridicule him. Sure. Slothful. That's too bad. That's too bad. Alright, we murdered this man. Let's we defeated this man at least. Let's kill him. We feed him to our dragon. We will make a good meal. I mean, we are Thenn. So I guess cannibal is normal, but I want to feed him to my dragon though. Carve him into a blood eagle. Feed him to my dragon. This is what you get if you revolt against me, my dudes. You're respected. Alright. Adventurer threat is coming in 2 years. What else can we do? Where's the answers? We can crown ourselves King Beyond the Wall, but we need a few more titles. But I think we will soon be able to do it. Kaboom! Oh, I guess we are killing the adventurer. I hope we succeed in that. My overseer Mataris Blackfyre has expressed a desire to get married and has asked for my permission to find a suitable spouse. I'll find you somebody nice. I want to marry you to my commander. Or is she? Yeah, Drifa, yeah. You two should get married. She is an exceptional warrior. She would fit you very well. Mataris, I think you are still the heir to my... Oh no, my son is the heir. I will still lose it. Peace be with you. We request that you honor your obligation and answer this call to arms against Chief Doval of Shivering Forest. Yeah, alright. Ooh, this is a lot of troops actually. It's lucky that we have dragons because we don't really have that many troops just yet. He's moving in with a small army to the giant stairs, so I guess we can intercept him there. Ah, Dran went out with a bang, so we killed him. So that's the end of the adventurer threat at least. Let's just join this guy. Invite to plot to do what? Replace this guy's first raider. Oh, she wants to be the new marshal. I guess that's fine. In fact, I think I will just replace you. We'll just make you the first raider. Yeah, why not? Organize the army. Just to organize 20 troops, I think. Yeah, just train the troops, lady. Drifa, my... I mean, I was going to say my daughter-in-law, but Mataris is not my son, of course. He is my... what? Second cousin? Yeah, basically. He will help you out here, bro. I'll simply ask him. We shouldn't help him out too much, because we do want to kill him at some point. Okay, we clapped the chief in iron, so that should do it for him. Yep. Very good. Peasant revolt here's another peasant revolt going on. He's got a ton of peasant revolts. He's a weak man. I think maybe we should continue our conquest a little bit. Go to Forktop. The Lady of Forktop and Sealskin Point. Is this Sealskin Point? The Frozen Shore. I think... Oh no, she's not going to surrender. Dragon Conquest of Forktop. Yeah. It's tricky, but we do have this dragon still. So I think we will be fine. Yeah, my buddy can join me if he likes. Let's just... Oh, we don't want you to go anywhere. I guess we can't raise any fleets. No, that makes sense, I guess. Please move south to the pass here. Cut them off there. course I will join you, my father-in-law. Very nice, thank you. Okay, we are about to fight a battle here. Fourth, second moon in 3 days. Let's join them with the rest of our troops and deploy the dragon in battle. Jaehaerys. He killed Pate. And we won that war again. Very good. We're doing the dragon conquest of Beyond the Wall. Where are you going? Forked up. It's moving back to Forked up. Right? Yeah. So let's intercept them. We have a little army here as well. Let's have them join in. Uncouth. I mean, makes sense. We're a wildling, right? 600 dead. Okay, now we just need to siege down this castle. There we go, 100%. And also winter is coming, so I think we should stop for a while. Thank you. Oh, you're just, we're just vassalized you. Can we revoke your title? No, I guess not. Maybe you will. Maybe we will find a good reason to imprison you at some point. You are still Ironborn. I guess we should move over our priest to this land. See if we can convert you to the Thenn religion. All right. Cool, out of hiding. Crown yourself king beyond the wall. We can do it. That's a good end to the episode, man. I think we're gonna do that, and I think it will be maybe 1 or 2 episodes of this. I think we will just become full-on king beyond the wall, replenish our troops a bit, then attack the wall, and then our son will come in and then stop us maybe. Let's see. But first off, we have the important decision to crown ourselves king beyond the wall for 100 prestige. I mean, we have a shit ton of prestige because we were ruler of the Iron Throne for a good long while there. Let's see. Crown lands, 7 kingdoms. Here we are. 357 AC until 374 AC. So for 19 years we were king of the Iron Throne. So we got a lot of prestige from that. But now we are Magnar of Thenn beyond the wall. We own about half of all the Wildling lands. And we will continue to expand. Yes, crown ourselves king beyond the wall. Here we are. Oh, that was easy. Okay. I figured we would get an event or something. Maybe we will. Magnar Jaehaerys the Red. We are king beyond the wall. Alright. Next episode, we will take the frozen shore and then we will go after our foremost ally. Although maybe we will not do that immediately. Maybe we will just attack the wall together with him. And then capture him at some point later down the line. Yes. So I think this was a fun idea. By Discord member Orphan 2A again. So we're gonna do another 1 or 2 episodes of this, and then it's up to the next series. We will do. Oh yeah, before I forget, we will end the episode with the recap of the previous episode, because of course you missed that. Because on the start of this episode I did sort of an introduction to this mini series. So we will. I will show you that introduction next, and then the next video that will be up will be, as usual, the After Action report, the 2 hours of all the intros combined with some added stuff there. I hope you guys enjoy that. In the meantime, thank you guys very much for watching. If this is your first time on the channel, do consider subscribing, because I do upload about 3 videos a week, but it's not a very tight schedule, so sometimes it's Tuesday, sometimes it's Wednesday. So if you don't want to miss that, click the bell icon. And if you want to join the community, join the Discord. There's a link in the description. Thank you guys for watching, and see you next episode. Bye-bye. While his first years as King of the Iron Throne had seen shrewd and far-sighted policies that successfully broke Lord Daemon's hegemony over the West, King Aerys was still his father's son. With no one left to truly oppose him, Aerys became ever more cruel and untrustworthy, not to mention increasingly unhinged. Believing himself to be a Zora High reborn, he ordered the reforging of a hardened sword, which he turned over to the Alchemist Guild, who covered it in wildfire. The king delighted in insulting his courtiers, and skillfully brandishing his burning sword if they resisted, on occasion even chopping off an ear or slicing a cheek. In 381 AC, the king visited his exiled father at the wall, and Prince Jaehaerys taught Aerys how to ride his dragon. Together, the two flew into Wildling territory, burning down a gathering force. His father encouraged his son's growing delusions, even likening him to Aegon the Conqueror. King Aerys took this comparison to heart. Although he had built up significant goodwill with the High Septon by convincing his father to abdicate, he now lost all of it in one fell swoop. Aerys, already married to his sister Alysanne, now also married his other sister, Gale. The faith cursed him for this sinful act of polygamy. But the king's campaign to emulate the conqueror didn't end there. In 383 AC, he declared war on the free city of Myr, seeking to expand the Iron Throne's meager holdings on Essos and gather glory for himself and his house. However, and King Aerys' advisors knew this well, Myr was part of a broad defensive alliance against Westeros, and soon called in its allies, Braavos, Norvos, Qohor, Lorath and Lys. Aerys had not expected such resistance, and had certainly not expected the speed with which his enemies moved to secure the island of Dragonstone. But dragons move faster than ships, and King's Landing is closer to the island than Essos. While the forces of the Iron Throne arrived too late to prevent the Essosi coalition from securing a beachhead, they did manage to drive off the besiegers. Thinking the day was his, the king celebrated in Dragonstone for days, before word reached him that another force had landed in Driftmark and another on the other side of Dragonstone. Invasion forces kept coming and coming for the next year. Tens of thousands of soldiers landed on the shores of these islands, and tens of thousands were slain by dragon fire and cavalry charge. The war became bloody and brutal, culminating in the violent maiming of Queen Alysanne. She died in her husband's arms, and men say the king was never quite happy again. Their manpower reserves destroyed on Westerosi beaches, the forces of Myr retreated behind the curtain walls of their great city. But the king, vengeful and reckless, dodged many a scorpion bolt before descending upon Myr with great fury, burning barracks, hospitals and merchant houses, and even women and children in the street. The city, or what was left of it, soon surrendered to the Iron Throne, and the bloody and costly conquest of Myr was now complete. With the conquest of Myr, the Blackfyres had proven to be not only rulers of Westeros, but rulers of the Narrow Sea, and they had secured their crown for generations to come.